Good morning, everyone. Let's give it just a minute and see if more people can join. In the meantime, you can enjoy the view of the beautiful Levantes that we're going to be talking about. Are we looking? We're having people hop on there. Behind the camera, I have Reggie, my official photographer slash videographer. She's amazing.
Hi, guys.
Good morning, everybody. I know in some time zones, if you're from somewhere else, it's could be good afternoon, could be good evening. So hello, everybody. I guess we could get started. Yes. My name is Jenna. I am the sales manager here at Floraprima, and today I'm really excited to share a story about this new fantastic flower that is taking the market by storm. And the flower that I'm talking about is tiny but mighty, none other than Levante Anemones, grown by Floraprima, grown with the same dedication, love, and care that we grow all of our roses up in the mountains in Ecuador. And I'm going to tell you today what makes these Levantes very special, how to care and handle them, and also some fun facts and how they're taking the floral industry by storm. So before we get into all those things, I do want to know if any of you have used Levantes in any of your designs. If you have, please drop a little flower emoji into the comments. I want to know if you have any questions along the way. Feel free to drop your comments at the bottom. You can also DM us if you don't feel comfortable asking questions in front of everyone. But I think it's really good because we all learn from each other. So ask away. I'll be here to help. So before we get started, the Levante Anemones came about last year. Beautiful flower that comes obviously from the anemone family. You all are familiar with the Mistral anemone. This is its gorgeous sister, basically. We have 5 beautiful shades right now that we're already growing. We've got the Rosso, which is the beautiful red. Just look at that cute little eye in there and all the fluff and jazz that's going on. We've got the Levante Blue, which is an incredible color that is so bright and happy. It makes any space more lively. We've got the beautiful Bianco. Comes with a green eye, which is really cool. Perfect for wedding work or any neutral palettes that you're working with. We've got the Fuchsia, or Fuchsia, some people would say. Another beautiful, vibrant color, full of life, with a little black eye. And we've got the Elegance Rosa, which is the beautiful pink, has gradation of pinks from darker to lighter with the beautiful black eye in the center. Those are the beautiful 5 colors that we have. Now, you might ask, like, what makes this flower so special, right? So compared to Mistral anemones, this little flower actually has a longer base life. So if you properly care and handle this flower, you could get 10 to 12 days out of each stem. What's really cool about it, when you are working with it, it keeps growing post-harvest, meaning just like tulips, when you put it in water, it keeps growing longer. So keep that in mind when you're working with hand-tied bouquets, or if you have that volume going on, you might want to tuck them in just a little bit lower so when they grow overnight, they're not out of place when you look at your arrangement the next day. Very important. It has happened to multiple people before. But it's also really cool because if you buy a 30 centimeter, by tomorrow, you basically have a 35 centimeter in the base. When we got these babies, I put them in bases on Tuesday to make sure they're lively and they're vibrant for you. They grew literally a whole 5 inches. So that's incredible, but super important, like I said, to keep that in mind for when you're doing design work, because then you won't have to fix anything. Another really cool thing about those bad boys is that they are phototropic, which means that they move towards the sun. So if you have them in a vase at home, it is important that you rotate your vase every once in a while to make sure that they're not all looking one way. So something fun, unless you want them that way. If you want them looking a certain way in your arrangement, I would face them towards the sun, so that way they're all leaning that way. Something really cool. Another really cool thing that makes them so fabulous and dynamic and really pieces of art is that they open during the day, but then when the sun goes down, the flower closes. How incredible is that? Like, who knew that one little guy can do so many different cool things, right? Something that's very unique and is the fact that it's very delicate flower. It's got paper thin petals, but it's very durable. It's actually more durable than the Mistral anemone as far as working in foam. I know anemones, ranunculus, are usually not meant to go in foam. They don't do as well because of the hollow stem, and it tends to break when it goes into foam. These guys are super sturdy, so don't be scared if you're working with foam of choice. My favorite is Oasis, giving a little shout out to my friends in Smithers Oasis. It works wonderfully in the foam. How do you personally like to use your anemones? What are some of the designs that you make? Please drop me a line. I am in school to be a florist, so all your suggestions, tips, and how you use it is welcome here. I'll be more than happy to incorporate it into my future designs too. Now, how do you care for Levante anemones to make sure you get the 10 to 12 day life out of them? First thing first is hydration. Before you take off any wrapping, any packaging, take off the rubber band on the bottom and drop them in water for about 2 hours. There's no need to cut them yet. You're just gonna place them in water and leave them alone for about 2 hours. Once they drink up all that water, and you will see that the heads will start already picking out from the packaging, that's when you know it's time to take off the plastic, the paper, to get the air flowing and to get any condensation out. All right, once you've done that, you're ready to cut them. Unlike ranunculus that should be cut straight, with these guys you want to cut them at 45 angle, so that way 45-degree angle, so that way they drink up more water. One pro tip is that they do drink up a lot of water overnight. So if you're trying to do a vase, you might want to check the next day and refill it. Check the next day and refill it. And if you're transporting them and you don't have a vase, it's all right because they hold all that water inside of the stem until you're ready to place them in a vase again. So if you ever shake them, you will see a whole bunch of water come out. It's because they're holding that water in the stem and they won't let it out. So once you cut them, you prepped them, you cut about 1/2 inch off with clean shears, of course, and anything that's below the water line, if there's any, usually with the Floraprima anemones, you don't get any leafage on the bottom, but in case, sometimes there's always like special ones that come with 2 of the leaves. You want to strip that off before you drop it in the vase. You do not want anything touching the water. It's really important to keep them fresh and give them a longer vase life. You do want to use food of your choice, flower food. Do not use vodka, do not use aspirin. There are definitely products out there that work miracles for when it comes to hydrating your flowers and to properly caring for them. I just did a course with Florida State where they taught us all about that and how important it is to use the proper products for your flowers. All right, and once that's done, you maintain every 3 days. You take out the water, you refill it. You might want to snip just a little bit more. Remember, they're growing, so it's not like you're taking off any stem length. But it is important every 3 days to trim them again, 45-degree angle, and to put them in water. Now, another pro tip, if your anemones do start to wilt a little bit, you can put them in warm water and leave them for about an hour, and that makes them come back to life. That's just like an extra tip. That's after day 12 already. That's when you're going to be doing the pro tip. All right? Any questions on how to care and handle for your anemones? No questions so far. Feel free to DM any of the questions, guys. It's very important that we get to the bottom of this amazing little flower.
Do they grow all year round?
They do grow year round. Yes, they do grow in Ecuador. They do. Now I know that Italy also grows them, but they're very seasonal in Italy, as you know, just like ranunculus and the other anemones. But in beautiful Ecuador, they do grow year round. So you can have, and we have an ample amount of them, so you can have them anytime you want for any of the events you need them for. Speaking of events, we just participated at the Madrid Blossom Show 2025, and designers praised the Levante anemones because they're sturdier, but they are still very delicate looking. They love that flower. They said that it's a modern floral staple, basically, and they're being used in luxury events, sustainable installations, avant-garde designs by floral innovators like Hamish Powell, Ana Belén Rodriguez, Katie Davis. If I misspelled any of those names or mispronounced them, I'm really sorry. English is not my first language. But yes, the designers are loving those flowers. They're using them everywhere in all the designs. And have you seen any of the Levantes and any of the designs lately? If you have, drop me the Instagram handle. I want to see them too. Please. Yes.
We have someone asking, how do you incorporate these anemones in designs?
Now, anemones, just like ranunculus and any of the delicate flowers, you always want it to be the last flower to go into your design as an accent. So you just want it picking out from here and there. There's many different florists use them different ways. Sometimes I just like a hand-tied bouquet with just the Levantes. It's what you want to do with them, but do keep in mind all the things I've told you. They get higher, they grow a little bit post-harvest, they turn towards the sun. So when you're designing with them, really important to keep all those things in mind so that way you're not disappointed later with what it did, right? So this is the reason why we're having these sessions, and so we can educate you on how to work with them better and to get the best out of them. So if you do create something with those bad boys, please do send it to us because we want to see it. Like I said, it's a fairly new product. Everybody's learning about it. I guess the Madrid Bloom Show was the big event where actually all the designers got to use them, and the feedback was incredible. Let's see, another amazing news with this wonderful flower is that for the first time, Flower Magazine announced Flower of the Year for 2025. They happen to love the Levante Rupsa. Now, do you think this flower is worthy being number one? What do you think, and how would you use that in your designs? Look at the gradation of color from darker pink to lighter pink to cream. I mean, imagine all the palettes you can incorporate these flowers into. What do you guys think? Do you love it?
Yes.
Drop a heart if you love it.
They do, and they love the information given as well.
Nice, love that. Makes me happy.
These are stunning.
Stunning, right? And I like that they're all a little different because you can pick out different ones and place them in different places in your arrangement to really make a statement. There's some lighter ones, there's some that are a little bit darker, so you can really do a color story based on just one flower and use it in multiple ways throughout your design. Beautiful, right? We love it. Do you want to know what, they even said a quote about this flower. They said, Levante Rosa is a modern twist on a classic bloom, like a ballet tutu meets fine jewelry. It's, my God, I'm blind. It's captivating, elegant, and here to stay. This is what the designers are saying about this beautiful flower. It's bright pink, the dark center. They love the bold aesthetic, the whimsical and structure demeanor of the flower. So they're incorporating into everything. Weddings, installations, you name it. The flower will last. Outdoors, you don't have to worry about it. Just remember how to care for the product before you put it out there. What do you think of the flower of the year, guys? We love?
Yeah.
Yes.
We want?
People want. They said beautiful, stunning, so cute. And we also had someone that said, love it, Jenna, inspiring.
Thank you so much for your kind words, guys. It's really amazing. We kind of didn't do one for a while. How long it's been since we've done a live session? I'm bringing it back on a monthly basis now. I do want to have more of my team show off and do some highlights. So look forward to that. That's going to be fun. But we are definitely bringing it back. We've got a ton of new stuff going on and happening, so we'll be sharing more stuff with you. But right now, back to Levante's. So we don't have any questions. We just have inspirational messages. They do grow year-round. 10 days in a vase life, sustainable, versatile, trending, and high-end designs. Won the Flower of the Year for 2025. I mean, how much more can you get out of a flower, right? So with that said, we're going to be doing a little giveaway on our Floraprima Instagram page. You're going to have to DM your favorite Levante color from today's live session to enter to win a box of those Levantes to arrive at your house for you to work with. So Reg, let's do another sweep of colors.
I'm gonna follow as well.
Remember, we have the rosso, the red, beautiful red. We have the blue, fluffy little guys. We have the bianco. And it's cute. Every once in a while on the bianco, you'll get like a little character like this one. It has little pink streaks. I'm sure it's a mistake, but I think it gives it like a little more character. Like I said, you can make color stories just out of all these flowers at once. And then we've got the fuchsia, or as I call it, fuchsia. Not sure. Don't judge. And the winner, Flower Magazine winner, Levante Rosa.
We had a comment saying, love this information, should share with, to share with the industry.
Beautiful. We definitely will. Thank you. Thank you for whoever suggesting it. I love that you're saying that. So remember to win your box, DM right after this live session. Let us know your favorite color so I can get that to you as soon as possible. And we might do more than one winner, obviously. And then we might challenge you to create something that we can share with our audience later on. So do let me know. Would love to see all your designs and everything that you create. I hope this was helpful. I really wanted to thank Floraprima, Rosa Prima, our team in Ecuador for growing the amazing flowers that I can bring in and talk about that you guys get to enjoy. I wanted to thank this Mother Earth for giving us, right, this beauty and for us to be able to enjoy that. And I wanted to thank all of you for jumping on today. I know it's like mid-work day, but I really appreciate you being here to listen to this. And we definitely will share with the rest of the industry so everybody can get in on the fun.
Someone said thank you for all the knowledge.
Oh, I love that. We'll share more as it comes in. If you want to know more, I do have a whole that I had to condense into a smaller version, but I can share it with you if you guys want to know more about the anemones. All right? Thank you so much. They are available for Mother's Day. They are available for Easter. They are available for standing order. We have them in open market, so don't wait. Get your hands on these beautiful flowers today and let's go. Thank you, everybody.
The official painting.
Loving all the colors. And they say thank you, Jenna.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Huge fan. Bye.
Bye.